We freaking did it, boys. We did it. 2025 BMW S1000RR. Let's go! Shout out to Eurocycle, baby. We made it happen today. Only one in Vegas. This bike is gorgeous. It's stunning. But it is extremely quiet and extremely stock. We are gonna have some fun with this thing, dude. I'm about to ride this thing all over the place. I gotta say, coming from an R1 to this, it is way more upright, definitely more comfortable seating position. And with the 2025 M, it actually has the adjustable foot pegs, which are super badass. I mean, dude, this thing is sweet. I gotta get used to the blinkers and stuff, but it feels good. I'm gonna go over here, actually. I feel like I'm on a spaceship. It's crazy because this bike actually fits me perfect. I'm 6'1", 6'2", so forth. So I can't hear. I just stalled right now. I actually can't hear very well because the muffler's so quiet. I can't hear like how loud I need to be. But I can tell you, this thing feels comfy. Holy smokes. I don't even know what to say. I'm just going to be quiet and take this in for a second. Oh my God, dude. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Your boy's the first one in Las Vegas, Nevada to have a 2025 BMW S1000RR. I did it, guys. I freaking did it. Wow. I gotta say, this thing feels good. Honestly, yeah. So with the stock, just completely stock, it feels a little rowdy, actually. Oh, grandma right there. She's checking me out, dude. She wants to smoke. Look at her. My goodness, man. I'm just taking it all in. Everything. Taking it all in. Pop the lid for a sec so I could shout out to y'all. Let's go this way. Let's go up here a little bit. Dude, for some reason when I turn on this bike, it feels like it's turning itself. I'm just thinking of turning and it's turning. It feels so good, man. I don't know how to describe this. I really don't. Not at the moment. I can't articulate because I've been waiting all day. I'm so excited. I've been waiting to bring you guys this right here. And I'm sure, you know, there was so much speculation around pricing, so I'm sure you guys are wondering, like, what does this bike cost? Because we didn't get official numbers online yet. So this model is the M edition, so it does have some goodies to it, like upgraded levers, all this, you know, fancy jazz. Comes with the Akrovich exhaust. This roughly was it was 25,000, I think, like 800 some change. Obviously there's sales tax involved, there's the shipping, the freight, and so forth. I gotta get used to this quiet exhaust, man. This thing is so quiet. Let me close the lid real quick. So, shipping, freight, all that good stuff, right? We were sitting at with with everything being said and done, we were sitting at like 30 grand and some change for this bike. So you can get the base one. It started out at 19 and some change. You can get the base one for a fairly good price. I think out the door you guys would probably be seeing somewhere between like 23 and 24,000 for the base model. I love how easy neutral goes in. Goes to neutral, no problem. Like not even sweating. Yeah, this bike is incredible. Full auto blip, like all the goodies, man. Like leaning into this turn does not feel real. It feels like the bike's doing it for me. And I think that just has something to do with like all the electronic suspension and everything else. Feels absolutely nuts. Long story short, yeah, this version of the bike, you're looking around $30,000 out the door. $30,000 bike, 2025 BMW, upgraded aesthetics. I think we're using the same engine as the previous gen. 205 horsepower stock is what they're claiming. It does come with, like I said, the upgraded rear sets that are adjustable. I think that's pretty standard on all the new 2025 models, along with upgraded clutch and brake levers. Comes with this cool little, and by the way, somebody please let me know, comes with this cool little guard right here, but it only comes on one side. And I was like, am I tripping? I think they lost it or something like that. Nope. I looked at every other BMW. It only comes on one side. Like, what is up with that, guys? Like, what is that? They don't think you need one for your actual left side or what? I can't get over how quiet this bike is right now. Sounds crazy. I want to know, like, I want to mess around with this thing for a minute. What does this do? Oh, okay, so it's a dial. I'm actually like on my, dude, guys, this is the first time I've ever had a bike where I'm like on my actual tippy toes. It's crazy. I've never had a bike this tall. No bike I've owned was this tall. This is crazy. But yeah, also shout out to European Cycles for having the one and only in stock. Had somebody back out last minute, I think. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I hit them up immediately when I saw this bike. I think somebody else hit them up, but I don't think they got as far as I did. Went through it all, and voila, this is what happened. Shout out to Eurocycles. Shout out to my sales rep, Mark, over there. Yeah, I came in super early today. You know, before they open, of course. I'm busy. I'm already moving at 6. And I was like, dude, we got to get this ball moving, man. I got to go back to work. Ran some numbers real quick, got all the details. I was like, all right, cool, I'll be back before you guys close. Went back over there, boom. Get it all done, get it taken care of. Now I'm walking out with a brand new bike. Dude, this screen is huge. This screen is ginormous. I didn't really, like, I knew it was big, but looking at it right now, this screen is ginormous, man. Let's take a look and suck this in for a second. 2025 BMW S1000 double R, guys, double R. We're gonna go take it and get some better lighting here. This thing is crazy. Nuts. Dude, thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Get it? Dude, it's the only one in Vegas. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Dude, pumped. Thank you, bro. Dude, it is a beautiful freaking bike. I already got people giving me compliments. It's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, you don't really get to take in all this beauty. You got to see it in the light. Watch it pop. It is freaking nuts. I'm so pumped. We're gonna grab some in and out. Let's take this thing for a ride. Go through a little more thorough review of the bike and what I'm experiencing right now. It's time, baby. I'll be gone by the weekend. Oh shit. I'm gonna go. Always those awkward like moments in the middle of an intersection. In and out was delicious as always. Dude, I'm in a surreal moment with this bike. Seriously, like this feels surreal. This feels surreal. Doesn't register yet. It is incredible. I am so hyped up. I hear somebody mobbing on the freeway right now. We put 10 miles on the bike, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, 10 miles. 10 miles on this thing. Bro, let's just take a second to take this in. Let's take a second to take this in. Let's mess with some of this stuff. So we got I don't know how to select shit. Shit. This is crazy. First gas. I don't think anybody's ever lifted that open. Oh my gosh. She's so empty on gas right now. What's up? They don't take no Apple Pay here? I think the tanks are bigger on these than my R1, that's for sure. Maybe not. Oh, it backfires a little bit now in race mode? Oh shit, that sounds sick. Sweet. Yep, a little backfire. Oh my goodness, guys. You know, honestly, for a stock bike, this thing has some get up, dude. It has some freaking get up, dude. I'm telling you, for a stock bike, it has some get up. Is it as fast as it can be? No, but quite frankly, it feels pretty quick. Oh my goodness. Let me see a little like pull real quick. Oh my goodness. You know, that does not feel bad. That does not feel bad. It's got little pops, little pops and bangs. Nothing crazy, just little pops and bangs. I don't know which one I like better. I kind of like the performance, like track inspired cluster. This one's cool. It's real simple. It's nice. It doesn't give you all the good details though. looks nice like that. I kind of like this one a little bit better. I did it. I finally got it. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Okay, so I grew up riding motorcycles. I've rode bikes from like the early 2000s to current day. This is the most newest recent bike that I've ridden. And it's crazy the difference in technology and what it can do for an average Joe rider. There's a lot of rider aid in all these new bikes. Like, all these new bikes have a ton of rider aid. And what I mean by that is buying a 1000cc bike isn't what it used to be back in the day. This bike right now, it's in the break-in period, so I have to ride about 600 miles before I can take break-in off. But in its stock mode, it's like, yeah, you can get a little rowdy, but it's not overwhelming. It's not like I'm gonna loop this freaking bike. So that's a huge difference compared to the old school 1000 bikes. They were like unrestricted, there was no rider aid, raw power, and I love raw power. But with this bike, it feels so smooth, calm, and collected. It's like, it's like riding on a cloud, man. The suspension, the gearing, how smooth everything works mechanically. It's incredible. So I got my heated grips on right now, which I've never had on any bike. I've had heated seats in my cars, but I've never had heated grips on my bikes. Of course, it was an option for some. On the R1, most definitely not. Oh, we're back at it again. Sounds like a little spaceship taking off. Part of it's like, it's like the what's that? Like the Jet Jetsons little hover taking off. I'm gonna clip that. But yeah, the rider aids, the suspension, everything just feels so refined in this bike right now. It's incredible. I'm gonna dive more into this on Saturday when I get to really take this bike out, push it to the limits that I can during break-in period, but pure daylight, going through some twisties, like, what are we really feeling? I'm honestly impressed with the tech on the bike already, though. From the screen to the wow. Yeah, I do like that. It has like that little like butterfly valve, so like it opens up and it allows you to essentially get a little more power, releases some of that back pressure. This bike feels so well balanced. Holy smokes, man. Let's go ahead and just go this way real quick. It sounds good, it feels good. These turns, it feels like the bike's turning for me. I'm just kind of testing them out real nice and slow, see what those feel like. It feels like the bike's turning for me. Oh, we can't go this way now? What the hell? Well, I'm gonna go the back way. That's fine, I could go the back way. I gotta say, especially coming from like a 2019 Yamaha R1, I could see where that extra money that BMW puts in their bike, that's where I needed to go. I need to go right there. Sorry, I got distracted. Back to what I was saying. Coming from a 2019 R1, fair, like really good price for a brand new bike, I can see the difference and feel the difference in what an extra, $5,000 to $6,000 can do to a bike. Granted, it's probably a little biased because I have a 2019, I'm on a 2025. But as far as market value goes, I mean, the price is not that much different. other than, you know, a couple $6,000, and you just get so much more for your dollar. Now, if you just want raw, perfectly fine. You know, most bikes are going to come with that. Man, my fans are going crazy. Most bikes are going to come with the warranties and some kind of rider aid enhancements like the R1 does. You know, you got traction control, wheelie control, and so forth. But man, to sit here on a modern day BMW bike and be able to have some heated grips, incredible. Wow. I feel like the front end of this bike feels different than my R1 as well. Like the front end just seems like you can really like throw it in there into the corners and whatnot. Let's take a look at this beautiful bike for a second. This is a huge accomplishment for me. This is the first brand new bike I ever owned. And I'll tell you guys a little story about this bike. It might resonate with you, it might not. But I grew up on dirt bikes. I purchased my first street legal bike in Long Beach, California for like $800. It's an SV650. It was beat to crap. And with that $850 at the time, that was a lot of money for me. And I was kind of stressed out. My car broke down. And I didn't really have any transportation. And I was kind of freaking out. So I decided to put $850 or $800 in this guy's pocket. Rode a bike home with no plates. No motorcycle license, of course. Like I said, I do have a bit of a motorcycle background. But got to ride the bike home. And at that point, I feel like that's where it really started to kick in for me. I'm like, oh my gosh. I love riding. I've always loved dirt bikes and so forth. But I like riding. So, fast forward, I fixed that bike up. I got pulled over. That bike actually got impounded, by the way. But nonetheless, I got it back, fixed it up, sold it, and purchased a CBR 600. I believe it was a 2005. That bike was crashed at the time. Put some new rims on it, or sorry, not rims, new tires. This bike was just neglected. Got it from a customer that we were working with at the time. He gave it to me for a smoking deal. I think it was like $1,200, but it needed work. You know, it wasn't an easy $1,200. Here's a nice bike. I ended up redoing all the fairings, fork seals. Gosh, I had to get new levers, tires, brakes. Basically, you name it, the thing needed it. And then shortly after that, I moved on to another bike, which was my infamous GSXR 750. I was a Jigster bro for a little while, doing burnouts and learning how to wheelie and having a good time, you know. So at that time, I rode that bike. I think I kept that bike the longest out of all of them. I rode that bike, moved to Las Vegas, and I decided to trade that bike with some motorcycle gear for a crash 2005 Harley Davidson. Now keep in mind, I wanted a Harley at this point. I've had like 3 street bikes. It started to, after riding every single day, it started to feel more like a chore than it was having fun and casually going out. Nonetheless, I had so many good times and memories. But I wanted something cruisable. So I went ahead and picked up that Harley. Spent about a year rebuilding it on and off throughout, you know, work-life balance. And officially completed my project and rode it around for a while. Now, fast forward a little bit more, I thought I was done with bikes. I kind of wasn't riding the Harley as much, which that's, you know, give or take. It was kind of sad seeing it sit there. But I went ahead and I bought an R6. R6 market value went up. I ended up selling that R6, got a decent cash offer for it, and went and purchased an R1, obviously with some extra funding, but took that money and purchased an R1. Now I have the Harley, the R1, and I just bought this bike, 2025 BMW S1000RR. But here's the thing, I'm only one person. I cannot ride all these bikes. And I have a 2019 Mustang that wants to go and be driven on the weekends as well. So I'm currently selling my 2019 Yamaha R1, the carbon one you guys have seen on the channel. And I'm selling the Harley Davidson. And in trade, I get this amazing, beautiful bike. But moral of the story, I started out with almost no money in my pocket and was forced to kind of get a motorcycle at that time. Now when we look at it, I take these things out, I enjoy them, and I have a good group of buddies that I get to go and ride with and have a ton of a ton of fun with these bikes, and it's incredible. And that's just something I wanted to share with you guys, man. It's not always about what you ride, it's more about the journey. And this isn't ever going to be the last bike I purchase, but this is one of my biggest accomplishments because of the simple fact I purchased this bike and I've never owned a brand new bike in my entire life. And according to the dealer, because this is so new, I'm currently the only person in Las Vegas that has a 2025 BMW S1000RR. The insurance company actually had a hard time even finding the model of this bike. They go, that doesn't exist. Are you sure that's the right model? I go, yes, it just came out. So I'm super grateful. I'm super stoked. I can't wait to see the build on this bike and what kind of parts come out for this bike. But my actual goals, I want to do a Brent 2 tuning, Brent Tune, Stage 2 tune. Of course, CAD delete, filter, so forth beforehand. But as far as that goes, it's a gorgeous bike. Maybe a carbon wheel hugger and maybe a carbon bottom piece and a carbon top piece right here. But overall, I mean, the levers are beautiful. Everything's comfortable. I don't think I'd really do anything else to this bike, man. I'm super happy, and it's cool that I get to share this with you guys. This is one of those real proud moments for me. We're gonna get some clips of the bike, and this weekend we're gonna ride and show off, go through. I'll really be able to test. I'm kind of speechless today. I've been excited, super pumped, but we'll go through and talk about this bike a little more and get to really test ride it this weekend. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Stay tuned, and we're gonna get this thing, baby. We're gonna get this thing sitting perfect. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment, like, subscribe down below. Love y'all. Peace.